guys, Sean here from Srkcycles.com, where we sell tons of motorcycles, all types of stuff, out of this amazing warehouse in Landisville, Pennsylvania, which is right inside Lancaster County. And we have this beautiful 2012 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic with 3,000 miles on it. This bike is basically as close to perfect as you could possibly get. And I love that pearl white. I just love it. I'm all about pearl white bikes. It's kind of my thing. Guys, let's start the day off with the words of wisdom. 1 John 5:3. In fact, this is love for God. In fact, this is love for God, to keep his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome. To dwell on that one for a bit. Let's ride this 3,100. It's gonna be 3,200 miles. 3,200 miles. This thing's insane. And wait till we get out in the sun and look at that Harley Davidson paint job. It's just beautiful. Wow! Look at it. It's like staring into the galaxy. Ooh, they got the backrest all nice and just like fit for me. Guys, this thing's never been outside. This thing's all 3,000 miles were all done like inside of a like closed course. The bike's never seen the rain or the sun. This bike's the first time the bike's ever touched air. This bike is so clean. I'm actually scared. Oh no, I ran over a fuzzy caterpillar. I'm almost scared to drive it. It's so clean. Man, this thing's nice. Once I'm done this test drive, we're parking it. We're gonna park it. It's gonna go in a corner somewhere until we sell it because it's so nice. I don't want anyone scratching it or anything like that. I'm just, you know, a little concerned. Now this, of course, I think, no, not of course, I'm pretty sure this is the first year of the 103 to be in the Ultra Classic. Now they put the 103 in the Ultra Limited before this, but I think in 2011 is when they stopped using the 96 cubic inch motor. The 103's got tons of power. I've had a bunch of these things with over 80K on it. I've had a couple with over 100,000 miles with no rebuilds and they still felt tight. So you mated some like anything else and they can run for a long time. It's a very impressive motor. They got tons of power. They move. Very little complaints about the 103. Of course, this is a 6-speed. This is 2012. They started doing the 6-speed in like 07 or something, or 06. Someone will correct me on the YouTube. Man, this bike's comfortable. So this is the, other than like the Limited and the CVO, this is the top of the line Harley Davidson touring motorcycle. And it's easy to see why. I mean, this is the bike that everyone compares the other bikes to. Oh, it's like an Ultra. It's like an Ultra Classic. And the biggest difference between the Ultra and the regular Electra Glide is the Ultra has more speakers. And the Ultra has the comm system right here, which I don't know if anyone uses. And the Ultra has these lowers down here, which are cool. If you wanted to, you could take them off. I'm gonna kick back on these nice Harley Davidson highway pegs, which honestly could be a little farther away. It's a little close for me. Maybe the guy who had this before me was shorter than me. I am 6'2". Man, this is a nice ride. It's a fairly tall windshield. I like them a little shorter, but this isn't bad. I'm actually looking through the windshield and not like splitting it and like kind of going back and forth, looking over and under it. So I'm looking right through it and I don't mind it. Although it might get a little tough if it starts raining and I don't have a good layer of Rain-X on that thing. The brakes feel tight, no pulsating in the brakes. Pull that thing in. every gear, the 103 has pretty good power. It's an impressive engine. I'm gonna turn right here. I mean, I'm in third and this thing's just crushing it. I think I noticed when I was maneuvering this bike around that the tire pressure was a little bit low. That's why it feels a little sluggish in the corners. The Ultra is actually a fairly nimble bike. What really stops you from getting too low is just the floorboards and stuff and the crash bars. But if you see what these guys with the police guys do on these things, this thing's pretty nimble. Interesting enough, the people that run the police Harley Davidson riders, a lot of them preferred, and I forget what year it was, whether it was 08 or 09, somewhere around that number, they preferred the skinnier back tire because it handled better at lower speeds. Now, most normal people, we'll call you normies, most normies, ooh, look, right there, 3,200 miles. You saw it first here, right on Srkcycles. Most normies would never really notice that the skinnier back tire handles better because you're not doing what those guys on the police are doing. And what they're doing is they're dropping their bike every other minute in their training course, and they're wearing through their crash guards. Only like a police rider would ever say, oh yeah, crash bars are a wear item. That once you get the whole way through, you just replace them. Only police riders would say that. Man, this bike is awesome. You know what? I was thinking about it. I don't think I would paint this pearl white. I think I would paint it black. I think I would paint that black. I would paint it satin black, just like that. Except this is not painted. This is just plastic, and it would fade. I would paint it satin black just like that. It'd be sick. Slightly more gloss than what it is right now. Maybe gloss black, but no flake. No metal flake. I think it would mess everything up. You can't have pearl white with metallic black. It's just abomination. Keep back 500 feet. It's about 500 feet. If you're looking to impress somebody, especially someone's dad, and you roll up on an Ultra Classic, they might think twice about you. They may be like, alright, maybe this guy ain't as bad as I thought he was. Maybe I can overlook his neck tattoo when he's dating my daughter. Maybe. Who knows? Alright guys, that wraps up for the cleanest 2012 Ultra Limit. Alright, we just priced this bike out. I forget we priced it out at 14, I don't know, 15, I don't know. It was cheap, right? It was cheap. But we saw another one just like this at a Harley Davidson dealership for $1,000 more with 33,000 miles. $1,000 less and 30,000 less miles, and mine's perfect. Not only did I tell you it's perfect, I showed you it's perfect on the video. Guys, this bike's gonna go hoot everywhere. Who knows? This might get shipped to Florida. I don't know. We ship bikes all over the country. It's actually really cheap. The average shipping bike is like $300. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. No more than $500 though. Hey, like that. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good price. All right, guys. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? We'll see you guys later.
What's up guys, this is Caleb from Srkcycles, and if you want to check out the awesome Srkcycles content, check it up there. If you want to check out some sick bike reviews content, check over there. And if you guys want to win a free bike, check down there.